Cami. Hi, I'm Cami, and welcome to our first live stream. So, this group is called Dream Life Transformation NLP Secrets for Professionals, and I'm so excited to be with you. Tonight is just an overview. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and I'm going to tell you what you can expect from the group. So, a little bit about me. My brother was 3 years younger than me, and when he was born, he had a congenital heart defect. So we spent a lot of time in and out of hospitals. My parents did a great job about giving us, equal attention when possible, but a lot of times he needed more attention, which goes to say when your son's having surgery, of course he's going to need more attention. But anyway, growing up like that was quite stressful for me also. I didn't know, if he was when he would be sick again or if he would live or die, and so it was quite stressful for me as well. And when we were in our 20s, my brother did die 30 hours after a heart transplant. And by far, that was the hardest thing I have ever been through in my entire life. So after my brother died, within 3.5 years, my brother died. I divorced my ex-husband. I moved my not yet 2-year-old son and I to Corpus. My pawpaw died and my great-grandma died, and it just seemed like my whole world was falling apart. In my life, I had a couple of failed marriages. I was a single mom, which by all means was the biggest blessing in my life, but it meant everything was on my shoulders. I ran and owned a couple of businesses, and I was then diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease for quite some time. I also had a pituitary tumor for a while. So I made poor relationship choices, and so most of these things I kind of get along and go along okay, but something happened in my 30s or 40s, and my whole life just felt like it was just spiraling out of control. I was stressed, I was nervous, I was fearful, and very frustrated. And I just wish that somebody would come along who actually understood what I was going through, take me by the hand, and say and make everything okay for me. So that didn't actually happen. So I started going to see my mentor in Austin. And it was costly to go to Austin and spend some days there and have my neurolinguistics programming and things like that. But it was also something that I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Because of the distance, it did take a while for us to, for me to get to a better place. I also thought that NLP was lacking in some areas, so I became certified in neurolinguistics programming, and my mentor taught me many advanced techniques. So I was very fortunate for that. As well, the areas that I thought were missing in neurolinguistics programming, I created tools for myself and others to use as well to help them in those areas. So last year, I went to Pecos and I worked with Angie Fierro. Everyone in this world needs an Angie. So she had asked me a lot of questions about my life, and for the first time, I didn't have that emotion attached that I had in the past. So most of those stories I hadn't thought about for years, and I realized my life had finally transformed. And that Thanksgiving, I went home and I was driving and wondering why those things actually did happen to me, because statistically, not many of them, if any of them, should have happened, but they certainly did. And I realized my life was an example to help others, and because I truly know what other people are going through. So I called a friend of mine, Jaime Lilly, and told him, I was ready for this and I was ready to start helping people, and we prayed about it and things like that. Anyway, so over the past 7 months, I've worked hard behind the scenes, creating something special for professionals who are looking to get unstuck, rediscover themselves, and start living their dream lives. So what you can expect from this group is weekly live streams and 2 to 3 value posts weekly. You also have the opportunity to talk amongst each other with the different posts and share different things going on in your life and maybe how you got over certain aspects as well. Occasionally, I'll offer for people to work with me, and so if sales isn't something you want to hear about, that's fine. This probably just isn't the group for you, and I'm definitely okay with that. There are plenty of people out there who do want to be unstuck and move forward, and I definitely want to be there for you. It's just so different being on this side of the arena as far as being stuck goes. Just a couple of months ago, I was inducted into the Who's Who professional women. I met a girl a couple weeks ago, and we're going to meet in the next couple of weeks, maybe do public speaking. And just a couple of hours ago, a radio station contacted me about wanting to interview me on how the changes I've made in my life and how I can help others, and I want to help others. Anyway, so I definitely do want to help you, and whenever I do make those offers, I definitely want to be that person that comes in, takes you by the hand, and tells you everything's going to be all right, because it definitely can be all right. It can even be much better than all right. So tomorrow I'll be dropping something hot, so be sure and stay tuned for that, and otherwise I'll see you inside. Bye.